Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So,
you can take it, please.
AI is the topic of today. So, we are a small company out of Munich with locations around the world, quite expanding dramatically. Also, when we are in the market since 40 years. So, we are an enabler to the market. So, we are coming out of the microscopy area, so we know what a micron is, what a nanometer is, what even smaller in the biological application as well in the industry. The topic of automation is coming from microscopy as well as in industry. That's why we are here on the show. We are producing sensors. We are a sensor producer, and a sensor is an optic inside, is a camera inside, everything. And AI needs reliable images. And reliable images means the defects, the anomalies must be in the image. If they're not in the image, you can have the best AI, you can have the best neural network. It doesn't work if you don't see it. And in these markets with predictive maintenance, quality insurance, manufacturing processes, and so on, we've developed a very specific technology called solino. The development started 15, 20 years ago in a university in France. So we were part of it. We always were the part in making the optomechanics around it, and now we are also doing the software. We have a big software team in France. We are producing our parts in Munich and developing the parts in Jena. And solino is about using a specific technology called reflective transfer imaging, where we are analyzing the stray response of a product. Means we have a photometric stereo approach in having a dome with 64 LEDs. They are arranged in a circle, and out of this we are really, wait a minute, go back. And based on this we are analyzing the stray response. We wanted to go away from use a camera, use an optic, use an illumination, 3 different partners. You have to build them together, build your own software. No, plug and play. In some seconds, a result. And what is the result? We always start with an image. We even go a step further and saying our result is a picture or it's an image with anomalies. In this example, you see what is the difference. In the image on the top, that's a very standard image that you're getting from a PCB. From a solino, we can highlight an anomaly. We have more than 200 algorithms around to optimize the algorithms of solino towards your anomaly. And because of the 64 LEDs and the way how we're doing, we are extremely robust about ambient light effects. That means if you have a reflection on your surface, it doesn't matter, because the stray response is the response of hue, of color. It's a scratch, it's a height difference. This is an anomaly, and every anomaly we can analyze. And all with the 64 LEDs, we are not missing anything. That's why it's one of the only technologies that is really able to guarantee 100% assurance of anomaly in the image. I'm not speaking about AI at that moment. But again, if you don't have it in the image, you can't analyze it. You can't fill in neural networks. You can't really detect the anomalies and make a decision making around it. And this enables, maybe not only with the image, but also with the anomaly map. It's a statistical map of anomalies. You maybe can go immediately, directly into the labeling, instead of label images and finding the anomalies in the image. And you see, when you analyze the reflectance of a sample, every change in the reflectance gives a change in the anomaly map that we are creating. We call this extraction of particular features. Extracting particular features means we give every feature, every anomaly, an digital identity. And if you have this digital identity, you can read it out. then you're pure in the statistics, and then you're pure in the AI. So, but what we can deliver in the next step, the image is the first thing. That's what the people like. That's what the people are used to use their existing image processing tools or their AIs that they have or their platforms, whatever. For example, we on our booth have RoboVision now with us, assisting us in the platform businesses. But at the end of the day, every anomaly is a detected footprint in the digital space. So every anomaly for us is a value. And these what I show you here, all what you see are only the images. From the background, we are detecting the anomalies. The anomalies are in this extracted particular feature data structure. And out of this, we analyze by ourselves, based on different algorithms, to show the anomalies in an image. Because we realized only digital space, only numbers, the people are not so say understanding what it's doing. The people always want to know how to measure. How are we getting the results? That's why the images are perfect. And then you can imagine the applications are endless. So we as an Optor, our enabler, we are producing a sensor, but we are also assisting our customers to do the end application. We are willing to promote you, to promote your application. We are not concentrating on the end application, but we know what AI means, and so on and so on. An example, for example, was artificial diamonds. I told you we make 64 images, and each image is principally an image you can expect with a standard illumination. So you have the reflexes inside, something you don't see anything, because you have this stray response or no stray response. You have no light principally, if everything is diffracted. And then when you have such images, yes, indeed, it's much easier to go for an AI, to feed a standard platform, to do this detecting, this labeling. You see immediately that there's a defect, and then you are principally only in the labeling aspect, and you have a result very, very quickly. Again, a reliable image, and that's what we're saying for our products. We're not delivering the AI, but all our products are AI ready. And you immediately see what you get from value. That's only one processing about bullets, about these cartridges. The same in the electronic fields, especially the top right. It's a very nice example of BGA bumps on a semiconductor. In a later stage, as you see, we have a triangulation method. We have 64 LEDs. We know the angle. We are analyzing where the angle is coming from. We principally can extract a 3D map in a later stage. But why? Why not teaching a good sample and a bad sample? Every anomaly is inside. So you're much quicker. It's a different approach to the samples. And then the things are principally endless. And you see the value, okay? Making 64 LEDs. And electronic market is a very, very nice market because it's scalable. We have these things available in different field of use, so that's 10 by 10, but 25 by 25, 50 by 50 spatial resolution with a 20 megapixel camera. So you can imagine what you can do here. And then you are really, really inside your application immediately. Don't take care about the sensor. Use it. It's coming with a platform, or we can deliver an SDK to build it inside. And then you are in the process, like here, Rugo test, okay? Roughness measurements or roughness classifications. Or, for example, we are in the metallurgical space here in saying, okay, so these welds, depending on the acids that are accused to. So you have always different types of samples. Doesn't matter for Solino. Solino always gives you a reliable image of the defects of here, for example, the difference in the welding. And then you can apply a standard image processing tool. Or you can say, okay, we do it for you. You use your existing platforms and so on and so on. So again, the applications are really endless for these Solino. Come to our booth. We are in Hall 10. So we have it together with Kunica Minolta now on a cobot system. You can have it on top on a robot arm. You can have it underneath. And for OEM versions, we are really able to make speed testing. That means a second or 2 seconds. 64 images plus processing with a 20 megapixel camera and the processing with the Solino algorithms. So we're really in the process speed now. And that's what the semiconductor industry is telling us. We are in the phase, the people love what they do, what we do. Yeah, that's it on the market, okay? Thank you for your time. Thank you for understanding and maybe open for questions.
Yes. Do we have questions? No questions, but I have a question. So one of the slides showed that the accuracy is like 100%?
100%, yeah.
It's really 100% accuracy?
Yeah.
And what about false positives?
The accuracy is in the image. The accuracy in that we have everything in our data set. The image, forget the images. The images are an extraction out of the data set.
Okay.
But in the data set, every anomaly is inside. An anomaly is an edge, is a distance, is everything. So that's the 100%. And what you do with the 100% is completely on you. If you make an image or you make an analysis out of it, that's the 100%.
Okay.
But we have everything inside, and that's it. You only have 1 or 2 seconds to get everything of your product inside the data space.
Okay.
And then we have the specialists to extract it, to make an image, and so on. Huh?
Yeah, and what? How can it, I mean, what are you working on right now that it will be even better?
The most thing that the people for the application is the speed.
Speed, yes.
But making 64 images and the processing with a 20 megapixel camera or even higher, you know what this means. It's bandwidth. It's these are the principal challenges for standalone things, for quality control, even for standard predictive maintenance. We have PCB boards. Okay, we have anomalies inside. We are teaching a neural network here. That's working fine. That's working perfect. And for most applications, work perfect. So, for example, we have a very, very big project about handwriting, analyzing handwriting. So if somebody wrote the signature on a paper some years ago,
yes,
it's not visible anymore.
Yeah.
But the reflection is different because you have a different indent. So low reflective surfaces, perfect.